Day 48 of my carnivore life, and yesterday was an amazing day. What can I say? um, we had Easter brunch, we did egg bites, we did some little carnivore dessert. We had in the evening, I made ground beef crust pizza, and it was so tasty. And normally I would gain weight because we also had a little bit of whipped cream and these kind of things, but um, my weight stays the same, so I'm very happy with that. And I told in the last videos that I'm gonna have a gentle weekend because I was in a lot of pain, but now I'm off. I don't have pain anymore, and I'm back on track. So yeah, I had an amazing breakfast. I now had to take another video because the first one was just a little bit me being down because of some things that happened. But I had now, all the meats, and I have a photo, it's my thumbnail. So it was so delicious. And in the evening, we will have some duck. So yesterday, I had so much energy. My son was supporting me. It was so fun. He was like, let's go play basketball. Let's take a walk. Let's go on a little mountain and just take a walk and play soccer and be outside. And it was so amazing. And outside we did also some training because we used to go to outdoor CrossFit together, and so it's just fun. It's so fun, and it brings me so much joy. And I think that's the most beautiful thing. And one thing also I created, and I'm gonna do this week and try it out. I wrote a list, and I can recommend this to you. Write a list of the things that you like to eat, that you maybe want to eat less, or these kind of things. Write a list, write it down. And see if you have some better alternatives that are in the carnivore world. For example, if you like to eat cake, then maybe find carnivore cake. If you like to eat ice cream, maybe find some recipe that you like in a carnivore world with even a little bit maybe tweaks that it will fit you in the end. So but it keeps you going on in the long term, because that's the most important thing, to keep you going on and to be happy. And I'm happy, and believe me, I'm not strict and with me at all. I don't force myself to just eat meat. I knew my body at some point, like today, it's craving meat. I just want to have a meat day because now I'm feeling so good in my body. I don't feel I need lightness. I just feel I need meat. I need to nourish my body with the meat, and I just want to eat meat. So maybe there will be some days that I will just have this meat. I couldn't even think of something light. My body doesn't want to eat something light today. It wasn't want to eat an apple or a yogurt or anything. It was meat, give me meat. And that's the beauty, if you listen to your body, it's bringing you where you want to go in the end. And yesterday we did have also some, it was like, I did make this cake, but I also put a scoop of, I make then a dessert also, which is more keto, and it has, this yogurt, no sugar chocolate things inside, just to have something sweet, just because it was Easter and we wanted to have something nice. And it's completely fine. My body didn't punish me. I didn't gain weight for the first time because I just take it easy, and I moderated, and I had little portions of everything that I want to eat at this point. And I was outside, I was having an amazing time. I did do sport just because my body told me you want to do sport in the end. So this is why I'm telling you that all these strict carnivores showing up also on my page and really being condescending, it's it's not the right way to go. It's really not the right way to go. If you are a person who can do this strict kind of things, and you're feeling good, and you are supporting people to have these moments, and give them good advice and being nice about it, that's amazing. Then you're a good human being. But doing carnivore and then being a condescending dick, sorry, no. That's not okay. And yeah, that's really something that's not very nice. But I will come to that later. But at first, you know, what's interesting this week, I wrote a list with the stuff in the carnivore world that we like, but we shouldn't eat every day, like mustard. Mustard is not good for you, and we know that all. But in the end, we like to have some mustard. We like to have some yogurt. We like to have some cheese, and the goat cheese especially. But if I eat it every day, or you know, I let myself be open, it's going to be a problem because I will overeat. These kind of things I can overeat, and then I will gain weight. So one thing I can actually tell you, it's from my experience from boarding school, because I went from boarding school and we always had breakfast at school, and every day there was something different. Like for example, you know, we had some tuna which you put on a bread, only on Wednesdays, and every Wednesday we were looking forward to have this special treat and these special things, you know, which only you can have Wednesdays. And I think that that's from a psychology part, it was amazing because you can look forward to something new every day or something special every day. And that's what I did. I created my plan, and I made a list. I put some things that I like and enjoy, and then I tried to put it in the whole week. And then, you know, on Fridays we will have some cheese days, so we can eat cheese if you like. On Sundays we're gonna make some carnivore desserts, or you know, on Wednesdays we kind of have some mustard, or then we're gonna have some, what else? It was like this chicken crust pizza things, and you know, every day it's just something different we can look forward to. And if you don't want to eat that, you don't have to, but you can, you know you can on this day. And that makes it so much easier not to eat it every day, and just, you know, and plan better, and also from the grocery part save money, because you have a plan what you want to go and eat in a week, just to have a little bit of a feeling. And today we do have Cevapcici day, because I created this plan for us, and we'll see how it goes, just to have things we can pack easily for work and school, you know. And then in the evening to have something that which is a little bit, you know, needs more time to prepare and cook, and which actually if it's cold maybe it's not that good, you know what I mean. So in the evening we will have some duck, because duck and smaller animals do tend to have less histamine. So that's why we're gonna try duck the first time, like at home, you know. My son loves duck, so we're just gonna try it out and see how it's going. So today for me it's meat day. It's meat day, and it's just because my body wants to, and it feels good. And I'm gonna put my very negative energy I have right now, and it's not because, you know, something because of eating and these kind of things, it's especially because of YouTube, and I'm gonna address that. But I want to be outside. I want to do a lot of sport. I have so much energy right now. I'm so angry, and if I'm angry, I just want to punch something. You know, I used to do a lot of fighting and boxing things in my life, and it really brings me just to, you know, put my negative energy and the anger I have into something, you know, and just have this energy out of my system. And that helps me, you know. I know this is my coping mechanism. I can work with, you know, just if I'm angry, I need to do push-ups, I need to do something that my body physically will just wake up and just put this energy in there. Also, these cold exposure things are coming, because if you're that much angry, like I swear to God, I could punch in a wall because I'm so angry. A cold shower can really put you immediately out of your anger and these kind of things, because you're not able to focus on anything else than the damn it cold shower. And it really is that, and that's why people do that. So yeah, and if you want to just calm down and not being that, you need to put this, if you're anxious and having this much energy, you need to put yourself down with, you know, your energy, or this cold exposure, and these kind of things do help. And if you're at the state where you're now, okay, you're calm, but you're still a little bit angry, then stuff like the Japanese people do help a lot. You know, you can learn a lot from different cultures. They do have these warm baths in the evening and just calm down, and the tea and the matcha and all these kind of things, and that helps, you know, just calm you down, bring you some peace, or tea at all. So it really helps to look also into different directions and not only focus on one topic, but be, you know, open-minded. One thing I can tell you, an amazing quote that I heard, I can't remember from who it was, but it's so interesting, and it really makes the big picture of this war that we're having in the food industry with, we have on the one side the American diet and the vegans, and on the other hand we have the carnivores and the keto people. They're fighting constantly. And also one thing we have the strict carnivore right now and the more laissez-faire carnivore who are having their journey. They're also fighting, which is just stupid. It's so stupid. Stop that, just do your thing. And this quote was so amazing. If you put black and red ants into a jar, they will not fight, nothing will happen. If you shake the glass, the red will think the black are the enemies, and the black will think the red are the enemies, and they will fight and they will just destroy each other. But they don't see the big picture. Who the hell is shaking this jar and making them fight? And that's exactly what this is about, Who makes us fight? It's why no vegan is wrong, no carnivore is wrong. It's the whole damn food industry that is wrong, putting all this chemical and bullshit stuff in our food, also in vegan food, also in our animals we are eating. It's just stupid to fight each other. Go and take your energy if you need to and fight the government, fight the industry where these things were prepared and created, and the people who allow these kind of things. But don't fight each other, don't fight other people having their journey. And I do address that because I can tell you one thing. It's just I wanted to have this amazing journey and share it with myself in the first place, and then these amazing people like you showing up, being gentle, being good, being just beautiful human beings, being a part of a beautiful community that is carnivore. Not everybody unfortunately, but the people who are in my community right now, they're just beautiful human beings. And to have that brings me energy, brings me joy, keeps me going on. It motivates me. This motivates me just to keep on going on. Your stories, knowing that I'm not alone, knowing that I'm not struggling alone with these things. But the dark side of YouTube is something that I never wanted to. I never wanted to YouTube, pushing my videos suddenly, and then, so many people see it. Because what happens then? Some older videos, almost every 1 or 2 weeks somehow, most of the time 2 of my older videos got pushed by YouTube somewhere, I don't know why, and from 100 views of these 100 beautiful people, that like, and it's just a little family, suddenly 2,000 more people are watching one of my videos. And then what's happened is that, of course, there are more beautiful people joining this community and joining this experience and having this gentle approach and all these kind of things, and just sharing with each other and being nice. But at the other side, the especially haters are showing up, and the trolls and these kind of things. And this is, I can deal with vegans telling me that I'm killing animals and this kind of thing. I can deal with that easily. I can deal with people calling me ugly and these kind of things easily, no problem. The things we as mothers cannot deal is if the children are involved. It's involved, and that's just not okay. But the other side is also carnivores, fighting carnivores who are on their journey and just being condescending dicks, and being awful human beings. This is something I'm very tough to deal with, and I'm a sensitive person, and I'm they're putting me down, and it really affects me. And you cannot see the good without the bad. It's impossible. I cannot read comments of the beautiful people and the great people and their journeys without also scrolling through very bad things, and they're still going into my mind. I do block them all. So it doesn't make sense for me that you waste your time watching my videos and writing down awful comments if you don't like me and you don't like what I'm talking about or how I'm doing on dealing with these things. So it just doesn't make sense to me, but it still affects me, and I'm still gonna block you. So you're never gonna write anything else on my page. So why waste time? Take your time and watch something you love. I would never watch somebody I don't like, and then just being a dick about it. I have better things to do. I can watch amazing people. I can watch things that I love to enjoy, or do something that's fun. Why should I spend my time giving somebody attention that doesn't deserve it because I think they're idiots? And if you think I'm an idiot, oh my god, go for it, but why wasting your time watching me, and why wasting your time, you know, just writing on my page, because you're pushing this algorithm. And that's not something that I enjoy. I don't enjoy this, you know, this pushing the algorithm and having more views and these kind of things, because that's not what I'm here for. For me, it was just a kind of a diary, and just finding people that go through the same things. And just because I can't find it in the real world here, because they're all vegans and everybody I'm meeting is really not very proactive and good about it. But you know, finding people to share that was the journey I have, and not you know, being a YouTuber, not at all. That's not my goal. And that's why this is so hard for me, you know, to see the good and the bad side sometimes. And I can tell you one thing that I learned the most is I need to learn how to deal with that better than I do now. I need to learn that, because my son is growing up. He's 11. He will grow up in the social media. And I did social media before because I was a photographer, and I know how awful these trolls are, but it's getting worse and worse and worse. And if you don't know that, it's very difficult for you also as a mom or a dad or a grandma or whatever, to really help the kids with these things if you don't experience it yourself, because it's different. It's so different. I would say normally, you know, just don't look at it, just ignore them, or these kind of things, you know, or block them. It's so easy to say, but it's not easy at all. I can tell you from my own experience, it's horrible. It's horrible, especially when you're a sensitive person. You have to read these kind of things because they're just showing up. You cannot not read them. It's impossible. You know, you will read maybe something of your friends, but if they're showing up, they're showing up, and it will affect you. And especially when you're a sensitive person and these kind of things, it's just awful, you know. Also the kind what is happening now with the kids, and how much is they're affecting these kind of things. It's just so sad, and they're affecting them like life affecting things. I don't want to address that, but that's what making me so sad about that people don't get that there are people outside who take these kind of things and really hurt themselves because of that. And that's what makes me so angry, you know, that people don't think further. And you know, that's why I wanted to learn how to deal with that, so I can teach my child. And one thing is for me to watch, you know, videos, how to deal with haters, what to do, how to bring yourself down, how to calm yourself. And one thing I realized, one of the most effective things is to have these cold exposures for the moment. If you just need to calm yourself down, just because it's shocking your body, do something that shocks your body. For me, it was always boxing, you know, all this punching into something, just to, you know, not punching in a wall and being hurt. That's important. Just really putting your whole energy out. Or run. People do tend to run if you can run. Or if you can, you know, if you cannot do sport, this cold exposure is one thing that really helps then in the end. And it's so disgusting and you don't like it, or do something you don't like. And yes, that's what's so beautiful. And if you want to calm yourself down, and you're not that anxious, you're like I am now, I swear to God, I just want to punch the wall. I'm so angry and I need to put this energy out. And I'm gonna do that, and just going out and having a quick run, just run over the house, through the house, and whatever, you know, putting some jumping jacks, whatever. I just need to, and then, have some cold exposure, and just, you know, get me out of this, because my body feels like somebody's, you know, doing this to me. And just to breathe and do breathing techniques and meditation, it's not working at this stage of life. I can tell you that. So if you are at this stage and it's so high, you need a shock. You need to shock your body and just put you out. And if you're going to these stages, then you can do kind of meditation and prayers and, you know, whatever helps, yoga. But here you need something big. And then in the end, one thing I can tell you, if you're here and you're still, you know, a little bit anxious, go into the Japanese culture, because it's so beautiful. It helps with these kind of things, especially. So learn from other cultures, and they are having the tea time, and having every night a warm bath, and just having some, you know, candles maybe, or these kind of things, and meditation, and these things. They are more the gentle approach when you are not that anxious. And if you're a person like me who has so much energy and feelings, and, you know, you need sometimes to get yourself down there. But that's one thing I can tell you. If you have these feelings, just go from here to here, shock your body, and then have a gentle approach and do something like more calm. And one thing, I'm not a meditating person or these kind of things. I I'm not very patient about that. But one thing I can tell you, when I'm at this stage, I look up at YouTube like 5 minutes, because 5 minutes is not that long. 5 minutes approaches to prayer, 5 minutes approaches if you pray, if you believe in God. 5 minutes approaches with meditation or just breathing techniques or whatever it is. Just Google 5 minutes, whatever you want to do, and it's just 5 minutes, and it's so bringing you a little bit of peace sometimes, you know. Or call a friend, you know, talk to a friend if this will help you in the end. Yeah, that's a very, very big topic, and I think it's very important, especially for us going through a journey of changing your food things, to know how to handle stress. Stress and not sleep is affecting you a lot. It's affecting you a lot, and you have to look these things up before you just focus on the meat and what is happening in your weight and these kind of things. You need to focus on what is causing your problems actually. What is right now wrong in your life? Is it your job that's stressing you out? What can you change there? Or is it, you know, your sleep? Why don't you sleep very well? Are you too much on your phone? What can you do? I can tell you, I was constantly on my phone. That was affecting my sleep. When I'm not sleeping, I'm hungry all the time, and I will eat and I will get fat, and then I'm depressed because I'm fat. So it's a circle. You need to address a lot of things, but without being overwhelmed. Just go step by step, little things. And one thing that also changed my life before is putting my bed on the floor. It did the trick. I went to psychologists. I did YouTube videos, watching YouTube videos for how to have a better sleep. I talked to, you know, successful people. How do you have a better sleep? What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. How can I get rid of my phone at night and in the bedroom? And I cannot sleep without, you know, having my phone there. And then I got into this Japanese culture because I, you know, like the minimal approach and the declutter approaches, and I love that. And then suddenly somebody say, you know, put the bed on the floor and you will sleep better because of your back. And this made the trick for me. It wasn't just sleeping better, it was changing my whole life. I couldn't actually physically go into my bedroom with my phone. It was impossible. I took my book, and now I'm reading about 20 books in a month. 20 books. And I do that with Amazon Prime, so I don't have to pay for that, or I go to the library because, you know, I will pay 200 euro for books. That's insane. So that's not what I gotta do. And I found my niche. I love to get out of this real world, and I love to read, you know, something about witches, and I'm obsessed with Harry Potter and these kind of things. And I just read magical books, and that's what made the trick. I can't read anymore things about personal development and all this bullshit. I can't hear it anymore. But these funny books, which are just putting you out of your misery and are a little bit more funny or in a different kind of world, that brings me joy. And I can read 20 books easily and go to sleep with a book, because I put this on the ground and it grounded me. I'm not stressed anymore, because my apartment is constantly basically maybe 5% dirty, if at all, and 95% is always clean, because I decluttered for years and years. And it took me years to get there, to have an apartment which there are not that much crap, you know, and I don't take much time to clean. And the same thing, my son loves to declutter. He loves now to, you know, get rid of stuff and just have the minimal things he finds joy in. So I can totally recommend you just look into more different kind of things, and not only your weight and these kind of things, what will help you before you get into these kind of topics. So yeah, I hope I can give you some little pieces and helps maybe for your journey. And yeah, so if you don't know Marie Kondo, start with her. You know, you can watch her Netflix as well. There's a Netflix show. It will inspire you to declutter your life. And I decluttered even my friends, you know, people who are not nice. I decluttered my jobs. I started with these kind of things, and now I was able to do carnivore life with my own approach and these kind of things, because I did the work before and I experienced a lot of things before. So yeah, I hope it will help maybe a little bit, but yeah. So for these beautiful people that are part of this community, I'm so thankful for you, and I love to hear what you changed in your life besides maybe your, you know, weight journeys and food journeys. Is there something in your life that you know changed your life because you get rid of it, or you know, you changed it? I would love to hear that from you. So yeah, see you tomorrow. And now we're gonna go for a big walk. Bye bye.